We are pretty excited to share our new brand with you.
We've had different brand names throughout the 10 countries that we are present in. And a lot of people didn't know that we are actually a global brand with an international team and expertise.
Today, we are ready to change that with our new global brand, Borzo!
We united our experience in one app, and we will continue to develop our service by implementing innovations and hiring the best qualified people for this.
Right now, you can download our new app and start using it. Also, add our new website, borzodelivery.com, to your bookmarks.
To reach us, check out our social media. You can also chat with us on our app or our website, borzodelivery.com.
Let's grow together with Smart Delivery. Let's grow with Borzo!
You do your thing, and you do it well. Now, it's time to do it bigger. It's time for Shopify. Just getting started? Shopify makes it easy to set up your online store. Choose a theme, customize it to best represent your brand. Then, add your products. Manage your inventory, track your orders, get 24/7 support. Everything you need to launch your business. Today, now. Already built your brand? Now it's time to think bigger, way bigger. Shopify can help you expand into new sales channels so you can put your products in front of millions of shoppers while you market and sell your products, all from one place. Ready to bring your brand into the real world? Shopify is ready for that too. With a retail point of sale solution that lets you sell in stores, or markets, or pop-up events, wherever your customers find you. You'll be there to make the sale. Need to raise capital for your next big idea? Funding is now just a few clicks away. Stock up on inventory, hire new talent, expand to new locations, launch that new ad campaign. Anything's possible with Shopify Capital. Your funding will be available almost instantly. And with Shopify Payments, immediately accept credit cards, other popular payment methods, even different currencies. It's the fastest checkout experience possible, converting shoppers into customers. Your idea, your business, your future, powered by Shopify.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our webinar entitled Shopify PH Meetup. Set up your online business in 3 easy steps in partnership with Paymongo and Borzo. Okay, thank you so much everyone for coming in today. To give you a brief overview of our discussion for today, in a nutshell, the 3 easy steps of building your own online business is step 1, build your online store through Shopify. Step 2, payments made easy and secured through Paymongo. Step 3, delivering success via Borzo. So as easy as that. And these 3 easy steps will be discussed further later throughout the webinar. So the webinar will run for a good 45 minutes and we will have a Q&A session at the end of the discussion. So for questions during the discussion, you may key them in at the Q&A panel found at the bottom of your screen if you are using your laptop or your desktop, or at the top of your screen if you're using your mobile phones. So for now, let me first introduce myself. My name is She, Digital Marketing Manager of iFor Asia, and I will be your host for today's webinar. Okay, I am so excited to introduce to you our speakers for this webinar, and I am really looking forward to learn a lot today. So joining us is Ms. Michelle Reyes of Michelle's Putong Ube to share with us her success story in using Shopify. We also have Mr. Felix Chen of Shopify to tell us about the how-tos in building your own online store through Shopify. Next is Miss Leah Kari Manalo of Paymongo to discuss the payment gateways for your online business. And last but definitely not the least, Miss Beatrice and Puyot of Borzo to discuss the delivery system made for online business. To give you a heads up, this will be our key takeaways at the end of the event. So, in essence, after the webinar, everyone will now be confident to start building your own online store or enhance your existing one. Your online store that is based on your brand personality, your own store policy, and you'll be able to generate reports that really matter. Second, after the webinar, we will be able to integrate safe and secured payment gateway, and we'll be able to increase our buyers' confidence in buying your products through a well-established payment tunnels. And third, at the end of the event, everyone will now be able to deliver products and make your customers happy. Right? A very exciting discussion ahead. But before we start, I'd like to introduce to you our very own CEO of iForAsia, Sir Selwyn Oy. So Sir Sel has 18 years of experience in IT, sales and marketing, and customer experience. To give us an introduction of the company, may I call on Sir Selwyn Oy. Good morning, Sir Sel.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for this session. I'm very happy to share with you some of what we have prepared today. So i4Asia is a local Philippine partner for Shopify. We're recognized as one of the agency experts, and we're here to help you build your stores. So a little bit about i4Asia is we have been around since 2003, actually. We help a lot of local and foreign businesses set up their online presence, and that includes online stores and e-commerce. i4Asia goes a little bit beyond that. We can help companies do digital marketing. We run campaigns for social activations. We provide technical support. We're best in breed cloud partners with Google, Microsoft, Freshworks, and Monday.com. We also have a live chat service that could help power your e-commerce stores, because live chat is also an important customer service now that everything is online. We do have some brands. We work with about 1,000+ projects and close to maybe 500-600 brands. Here are some of the top brands you may all be familiar with. So we help them in various ways in their digital efforts. So let's talk a little bit about the e-commerce landscape in the Philippines. And in 2020, the DTI has actually provided a statistic that the Philippine e-commerce industry has provided 599 billion pesos. So that's in 2020 alone. And this is projected to grow to as much as 15 billion US dollars by Statista by year 2025. So what this means is your business should be online. It's not about the choice of going brick and mortar or going online. It's really having online as either your sole source of online business or as an additional channel. As you've seen in the chart also, on a per category growth, except for travel and accommodation, every category has gone up. So with the pandemic hopefully dwindling down and people getting vaccinated, eager for travel, we do expect the travel business to get a boost in 2022. So yeah, there you go. As i4Asia, we help bring value to this in partnership between for your Shopify stores in various ways. Shopify has already made it easy for you to set up on your own, but sometimes people ask what's the value in finding a partner to work with. The one thing is, as a Shopify partner, we can help you create a development store. When you sign up on your own, you have only the 14-day trial. As a development store partner, we can provide an indefinite period that your store remains in a sort of like a development mode where we could tweak around, play around, and improve it, and then just you can launch whenever the store is ready. This also gives a collaborative access between the merchant and the expert partner. We help understand your brand, help you design your template, do all the store customizations, and we can also integrate with third-party apps. That's very crucial to your success, like Paymongo and Borzo. So you need the complete cycle from product, store management, all the way to payment and delivery, fulfillment. And we also, of course, provide store management training to your teams and pre and post-launch digital marketing services, because building a store and hoping someone finds it is not the way to go. You need a digital marketing effort, whether it's paid ads, search engine optimization, social media, and we're here with the expertise to help you launch successfully. So with the data, we're really proud to present the 3 steps that we feel will be your key to success. And this will be through the using Shopify as a platform, having ensured and varied payment options that's local and relevant in the Philippines, and as well as having a good delivery system that's built into your store. I hope you stay for the 45-minute presentation. This will be very informative and very helpful. If you're a merchant that's planning to start your store, or you're an existing merchant that wants to expand your business, this is the 45 minutes that's going to be well spent for you. Thank you for joining, and I turn you over to Shen.
Thank you, Sir Shell. Thank you so much for sharing that quick information about iFreeAsia. So, a quick walk through memory lane lang po. If you remember, Sir Shell, I've been with the company for years now, and I am very, very proud to be part of a company that serves purpose not only to its employees, of course, but most importantly to our clients and our dear partners. So speaking of which, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of our partners from Belkin Philippines and Laces Philippines. Thank you so much for attending today's webinar. Okay, moving on. Now I'd like to share with you a story of success, the story of Miss Michelle and Michelle's Putong Ube. So Miss Michelle's story is one that will inspire many, and I personally helped shoot her video, and I really got inspired by how far her business have come despite the pandemic. So I'm happy to share with you her story, and I hope it inspires you just as it did to me. So everyone, let's watch this video.
So our business is Michelle's Homemade Putong Ube, and 2021, this year is our 25th anniversary. So it's a very special year for us as we celebrate the hardships and the accomplishments that our company has gone through. And unfortunately, the pandemic has really changed the way things has been going for us. But I guess what's most important is how we pivot from crisis and challenges that we are experiencing today, and through the efforts of iFreeAsia, who introduced Shopify to us, we were able to get by and get through this pandemic because of an increase in sales in our online business, our online platform, which has really helped us. And would like to really thank iFreeAsia, because it was iFreeAsia who created our website. Along the way, when Shopify came about, we changed the platform and we made it user-friendly type of online and ordering system. Actually, before the pandemic, we didn't really get good sales in our website. I think it was cumbersome for customers to order. What was happening was they used our website just to see the products that we have, our items that we're selling, but in the end of the day, they were not really doing actual orders. But with the introduction of Shopify, when we migrated to Shopify, we saw actual sales. In fact, I have it in my app. There's a ringtone that you hear every time there's an order, and that really delights us when I hear that ringtone, because that's an actual customer order. I'm happy to know that as soon as we launched it, there were orders coming in, and now that we're approaching Christmas, we see more orders coming in. Thank you for that. So we work hand in hand with Paymongo. You can pay through GCash or your credit card through the payment gateway of Paymongo. For logistic partners, we have Borzo, which was formerly Mr. Speedy, and Lalamove that just came in recently. We're delighted when we see customers ordering again. It seems to be very convenient for them. They would expect the orders to arrive the following day, but we can deliver sometimes on the day itself, so that really delights them. Fast and efficient. They have a payment option wherein they can pay either COD, GCash, or through their credit card. So it really makes it smooth and seamless in terms of ordering, and an easier payment experience, purchase experience. So that's really great for us. The whole thing was really triggered by this pandemic. We had to find ways of how we can survive, wherein people were not going to the malls. Our sales in the malls are so low that we're just maintaining it for presence. But if you really look at the sales, it won't even get by to pay the rent. So you have to find ways to create new income generating platforms, and that was really Shopify and our website. I think the sales now of our online is higher than our current setup when the country didn't open the economy yet, when we were still in lockdown and MECQ. Definitely online sales is much higher than the brick and mortar sales that we're currently getting. So, but now that we're in category 2, it's slightly getting better. So at least now it's side by side in terms of sales. I think this pandemic paved the way for online purchases. But of course, we still will see customers coming to the stores and doing a face-to-face transactions when families are more confident to go back to the malls to purchase items directly with us. There is still that opportunity wherein online business will remain and even further grow. So we want to be ahead of the game and continuing to service that for the convenience of our customers. So we're all excited because hopefully things will be better for our country, wherein there's less COVID cases, and hopefully it is totally eliminated and people will be more confident to go back to the mall to help our small and medium-sized companies. And at the same time, this online platform will continue to grow. So now we have two income streams: the mall goers who buy the traditional way, wherein they stroll around the mall and buy directly from us, or those who choose to just stay at home or for the convenience and have it delivered. Sometimes we have orders wherein customers will say, please deliver this to my ninang or my relative who's celebrating their birthday, and kindly put a note. So that's how we make it convenience, that experience wherein we do it. We're like their concierge already, and we're delighted to do that. We have Christmas cards, birthday cards, we have it already prepared, and customers are starting to do that. We wrap the gifts for them and then we send it already to the customers.
Thank you very much, Miss Michelle, for sharing your journey with us. And it's very motivating to hear stories like yours and how your company was able to turn things around when the pandemic hit. And I like what she said in the video, with the improvement going on now with the pandemic. I agree that online stores will never go out of style. And right now is the right time to start your own online store. And like what she said, it's nice to be ahead of the game. But we all know that behind every successful stories, there are secret ingredients. And to start, the first ingredients, or shall I say the first step to success, let me introduce Mr. Felix Chen. So Mr. Felix Chen is the Senior Partnerships Manager, Growth Southeast Asia of Shopify. He worked in Google, Amazon, and now working as the Senior Partnership Manager in Shopify's team. Sir Felix also has rich experience in e-commerce and digital marketing. And he is here to tell us about the step one in setting up your online business, which is build your online store through.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you,
Alright.
Shay. Yeah, I'm Felix, and I'm really happy to be here today. I'm gonna share my screen right now. Can you guys see my screen right now? Okay. Yeah. So first of all, I wanted to say hi to everyone, and I'm really happy to be here today. I wanted to give you some understanding about what is Shopify, why you need Shopify to run a branded website. And at the same time, I want to really give the credit to i4Asia for everyone showing up today. No matter if you've ever thought of having your own branded website, this is the right place that you're at now. i4Asia is one of our most trusted partner in the Philippines, and they've been doing a really, really great job bringing all these customers, no matter if you're on marketplaces or if you were having an offline business, helping them digitize and come online, have a haven of their own as a brand, and run everything on top of that to become a more robust and sound business. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about what Shopify is and have a little small dip about what the background, what the back end system looks like, and then share some successful stories that i4Asia has done in the market and give you guys some understanding about what Shopify could do. And hence, you would be able to reach out to i4Asia if you have any things in mind, and you can start up your own business right away by having a store of your own. So I'm going through this customer overview really quickly. These are the brands that use this Shopify. We have almost 2 million merchants on Shopify, this platform right now. And Shopify basically wants to integrate every platform for you on different kind of sales channels and different every kind of different devices. So as you can see, we have a lot of merchants around the world. We're established in multiple different countries and markets. We even had a total sales of 230 billion in history cumulative right now, and these are like really, really strong numbers. We believe seeing the Philippines growing really, really exponentially, that's the opportunity and momentum that we sense. Having a branded website of your own doesn't only help you build up your sales, but also brings a long-term business value and the site for you. So what is Shopify? Shopify basically spans from the basic plan of $29 a month up to $2,000 a month. While i4Asia is capable of helping you guys in any kind of levels. So no matter if you're having a budget of $1 a day up to already having a great sales on other platform, this is what we could help you on with. We offer a really integrated back office for everyone that wants to run a business on Shopify. So you don't have to worry about if all of your inventory or marketing data would be scattered around in different places. This is what Shopify would be able to help you on. We're having a deep dive into what the background looks like, or the backend system looks like. You'll be able to see your homepage, and you'll be able to have a glance about the sales, and then you'll be able to see some orders and products, different kinds of stuff that you want to list on your websites. It's easy to add. There are different types. You can set up your variants. It's just like anything that you could think of when it comes to setting up your store. You can also set up your own collections. You can help customers to browse your product easily and create some manual setups, automatic ones. This is all the things that you might need. I'm trying to let you know that this is not a really, really complicated thing. If you really, really have that ability of you have the blueprint about what kind of store you want to build up, it's basically not that hard for you to set up your own store. But if you don't have a great idea, or you probably think you need some customizations, you need more features to try to beautify your app, your websites, then this event today will help you understand how do you kind of connect your website with your logistics service partners, your payment service partner, and another level that try to build your business on top of what you're having right now. For example, you might be selling on marketplaces already. So how do you kind of get all these inventories consolidated into one place and have more people to see you as a brand rather than just a seller selling on a marketplace? And you will also see some marketing numbers. This is something that's really different from selling on marketplace, because you'll be able to have your own data, your own mind that you could dig into and see what's happening outside of the world, outside of the websites, when you're competing with your competitors in a specific industry. And you can also apply discounts to your products. It could be site-wise, it could be based on product, all of these things. It's just based on what you want. And then you can also set up your own pages. You'll be able to let people know who you are, like what Ube, like what Michelle, they've done on the website. They've done a lot of promotion about who are themselves, and you'll be able to set up a tone about who you want people, how you want people to understand your business. So this is also something that's really, really important when it comes to being a brand in the market. And this is like a really, really priceless place that you will be able to showcase yourself. And back in the settings, we're going to touch about payments and shippings later on. So they're going to dive a little bit deeper into how they're going to integrate their service within this whole website ecosystem. And speaking of a lot of these, we only have 10 minutes today, so I'm not going to go over everything so in detail, but you need to keep in mind there are a few points that we would like to let you know. On Shopify, we basically help you list your products on the storefront as a website, so you'll be able to let people know what you sell, what you want them to see. Other than this, there are a lot of other collections, and then you'll be able to categorize your products and create it manually or automatically. Also help customers browse the products and like provide an enjoyable shopping experience. On the other hand, if you are a brand and you've always been struggling trying to drive traffic onto marketplaces, or by driving traffic to marketplaces, but you still need to pay a commission fee for those marketplaces, I think spending some marketing budget on your own website is also something really, really worth trying. You'll be able to run your Facebook ads, Google ads, or different kind of email marketings and drag people to your websites and provide a special shopping experience for them, and enhance the shopping experience by offering discounts, bundling, and giving yourself even more opportunities to upsell. This is what a website could do. So these are really, really good points that you could start thinking of when it's a website. So what we want to do is basically we want to form a world for you guys as a Shopify merchant to being able to sell in different channels, integrate everything that you're doing online into Shopify. So you'll be able to have a glance of an overview of what's happening in your business at a glance. And other than this, we also want to share something about the apps that we're having. So like Paymongo or Borzo, what they're doing by offering payments or shipments, they're all having an app on Shopify, and that's how we expand our features in a way. So this ecosystem is really, really strong. i4Asia has a great understanding about the whole landscape, and you'll be able to ask them and see how we could optimize our site to the best, and they'll be able to help you out by building some really, really presentable sites as well. So we have more than 4,000 apps available. This is something that you probably would need a really, really long time to go over all of it. So having some partners being your weapon in your hand to help you to search out and discover all these resources, it's really, really something useful. And also you can find i4Hs on different on their websites about what they've done, how they integrate with Shopify Business, and we've been talking about a little bit about what the backend system looks like, and then what are the ecosystem like. Now I want to touch base a little bit about i4H successful cases. So we've talked about Michelle's Putong Ube, right? And what I want to mention about this special thing is having a website of your own, you basically would be really, really strong at presenting yourself. So you'll be able to put a page called About Us, which is something that people seldom do when they sell on a marketplace, right? Because there's basically a really, really strong vibe of selling through things when it's on a marketplace. But when you drag people into your website, this is something that you can really try to set the tone of your business and have people relax and then try to spend time and understand who you are. So on Michelle's Putong Ube, basically what we see is they have a really strong introduction about who they are on their About Us page. They send out a really strong brand value by telling people this is our homemade, a delicacy, a really Filipino rice cake, and a lot of these banana chips, different kinds of varieties. You'll basically understand how they set their business tone. And then since you understand them, you'll be able to spend time and understand what kind of things they sell. And something that's really worthwhile to mention is they even have a wholesale order section on their website. So that's really, really a smart way of doing this. You're not only talking to C merchants, you also could acquire to B business. So this is your own channel that you've built. So everything happening here, you have the data understanding about what's happening. So this is something that you could really, really start thinking of. And if you do have a website built up really, really beautifully, this is something that would help you establish a long-term business in a way. And the second one is basically, everyone knows that, right? Cold Hand in Philippines. They could also even offer 0% interest installment on websites and cash on delivery and shipping nationwide. And they could offer what kind of even different kinds of vouchers that they want, right? So this is the flexibility that you could have basically of owning a website. And these are the things, some examples iForasia has built for our merchants, and it has been proven to be a successful win in the market. So if you have anything that you're interested or you're curious about learning more, stay tuned and we're gonna share more later on. Yep, and we do have some questions today, but Shay, do we answer now or we're gonna save it for later?
We'll save it for later, Sir Felix.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Felix, for that informative discussion. Yeah, with your discussion, we learned that setting up your online store is super easy with shopping to managing the store, but with Shop it's super easy. Okay, before we move on to the second speaker, I'd like to remind everyone, if you have questions as we go through the discussion, you may drop your question at the Q&A panel. All right, thank you so much again, Sir Felix, for that. Moving forward to our second speaker for today, Miss Leah Carimanalo. Miss Leah is the Customer Success Manager of Paymongo. She obtained an accounting degree from De La Salle University, Manila. She's currently a Customer Success Manager from Paymongo, in charge of product adoption and customer engagement. Outside work, she devotes her time to being a full-time army and K-drama fan. And she also helps manage a restaurant on the side. Here to discuss the step 2, payments made easy and secure through Paymongo, please welcome Miss Leah. Hi, Miss Leah.
Hi, Sha. Thank you so much for your introduction. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and share my screen. Okay, there we go. Are you able to see my screen now? Please do give me a heads up.
Yes, Miss
Okay.
Leah.
Okay, thank you. So I'll just go ahead and start. So hi everyone, I'm Leah, and today I'm going to tell you all about Paymongo, who we are, our products, and the benefits of integrating with Paymongo along with Shopify and Borzo, of course. Okay, so again, we're Paymongo. We are a local payment gateway that enables business owners to accept different payment methods from their customers. So, payment methods, ito yung mga cards, no? Credit and debit cards, e-wallets such as PayMaya, GCash, GrabPay, and over-the-counter payments, yung mga Cebuana. So, in short, our founders built Paymongo with a vision to simplify payments for modern businesses. Now, just hopping off from that, no, our founders built Paymongo with the hope that every business would eventually be a successful internet business. So these are just some of the businesses that we've helped turn into successful online internet businesses. So these are some of our bigger merchants, so BTM&L, Shakey's, The Moment Group. But beyond these merchants, we also service a lot of smaller merchants. So the bulk of our merchant base is actually more on the small to medium enterprises. Kasi sa Paymongo, hindi kami namimila. So mula Facebook seller na hindi pa registered even until sa bigger companies, pwedeng-pwede naming tulungan. So now, of course, your question would be, ano nga ba yung maitutulong ng Paymongo? So with Paymongo kasi, we do understand that collecting payments could be taxing. So some of these include, first, long negotiation and paperwork. So gusto mo lang naman tumanggap ng credit card payments, right? Pero bakit ang daming pagdadaanan? Sometimes may setup fees or sometimes sobrang haba talaga ng pagdadaanan. But with Paymongo, as I've said, you don't even need to have a registered business. And also after that, no, after you've gone through the whole process of onboarding, etc., sometimes there are still parts of the process that could be tedious. So tedious payments reconciliation. So this is actually very important from the customer's perspective because when the payment process is long and ineffective, of course you're going to lose sales, no? And also, no, so just an example, we're all very used to online shopping, etc. nowadays from Instagram, Facebook, etc. So currently, how it usually works is, kunyari order ako from an Instagram shop. So let's say I want a box of cookies. How it usually goes is I go message the Instagram shop, and then after that, the Instagram shop owner or the merchant would send a message and say, "Oh, please deposit to my GCash, etc." And then, of course, you as a customer would have to deposit to the on the merchant's GCash, take a screenshot, of course, we never forget the screenshot, it's very important, and send it back to the merchant. And then the merchant, on the other hand, would have to check the GCash, check his own GCash, and then compare it with the screenshot. So again, very long before your customer is confirmed. And at the end of the month, the same merchant would have trouble reconciling the payments because which of these GCash payments are mine and which of these are from my business. So again, tedious payments reconciliation, very inefficient. And last but definitely not the least, no, we do understand that the payments concern money. And money is, of course, very important, no, for all of us naman. So sometimes when customers complain and even merchants, we do experience na customer support could be slow. But with Paymongo, again, we make all that easy. So now your question would be, so paano ba natin ito magagawa ng paraan with Paymongo, no? So here are our 4 products that can help you. We have our e-commerce plugin, our payment links, payment pages, and our robust APIs. Today, I'm especially going to be focusing on the e-commerce plugins because through this, you would be able to integrate seamlessly to your Shopify website and other websites. But today, I'm going to focus on Shopify. So with our Shopify plugin, imagine it's your own website and then you could even integrate Paymongo in less than 5 minutes. And besides this, the developer tab on your Paymongo account will provide just about everything that you need. So from your customer's perspective, of course, I'm not going to show you how to integrate because again, as I've said, it's super easy. We even have a video that's only 2 minutes long. So again, less than 5 minutes. But I'm going to show you how it looks like from your customer's perspective. So this is Michelle's Putong Ube, the example used a while ago. So kunyari, no, I want to order putong queso sugar-free for 15 pieces. So I just have to enter my mobile number here. So let me just enter. And then a shipping address. So I will just type in a random address right now. And then a region, Metro Manila, and the country. There we go. So I would be clicking on continue to shipping. And then, of course, I'm going to have to choose my shipping method right here. So for today, I'm going to choose Borzo, of course, for next day delivery. And I am going to click on continue to payment. Okay. So here, as you can see, you can choose either credit or debit card via Paymongo or GCash via Paymongo. So it looks very pleasing to the eyes from your customer's perspective. So no need to go through the whole screenshot ng GCash or ng kung ano man, no? Kasi nandito na siya lahat. So we have your GCash, or you could also use credit or debit card. But today, I'm going to prefer GCash. And then after that, I just have to click on complete order. And then, so this is how it's going to look like for your customer. So again, very easy. Just type in your customer's email and name. And then your customer will just click on authorize payment and click on next. And then after that, again, as I've said, Paymongo is also very secure. So we do still need a 6-digit authentication code, which will be sent to the mobile number. And mine is 782621. So after that, I just have to click on next, enter my MPIN, and there we have it. So as you can see here, your customers could even pay with G Credit or GCash. And then I'm not going to click on pay right now because this is just a demo, but that's how it looks like. So again, it's very easy to integrate with Shopify, and it's also a very good experience for your customers. So after the whole payment, etc., of course, you're going to see it on your Shopify dashboard. Okay, and now moving on, or just to move on to our next product. So I'm going to go over this really quickly. First, we have our payment link. So this is usually for service businesses or those who are still waiting for their websites, their Shopify websites to be set up. So you can actually receive payments in only a few clicks on your dashboard. So again, I'm not going to show you the entire process, but to create a payment link, all you have to do is click on create link and type in any other information that you want here and click on create. And then after this, all you have to do is just copy this link URL and send it to your customer via Facebook, Instagram, or whatsoever. We also have another product called Paymongo Pages. So it's something like a reusable link. So if our payment links, you have to create a link every single time, no? For Paymongo Pages, it's always on and you even have a QR. So perfect for those who want to post this on their Instagram or Facebook highlights, or you could also have it on your Shopify page whatsoever. Okay, so these are our Paymongo pages, and this is how it looks like. So again, I'm just going to go over this really quickly. It could be enter an amount, or it could also be a fixed amount. Okay. So now moving on, no, our last product that I'd like to show you would be our robust APIs. But this is for those who have their own personalized app or website and have developers to rely on. Then again, our 4 products, we have our e-commerce plugins for you to quickly integrate with your Shopify account. We have our Paymongo links and pages here as well. Okay. So now, of course, your final question would be, why should I choose Paymongo, or why shouldn't I just stick to the typical payment process, and why should I choose to proceed with Paymongo? So first is that with Paymongo, your payments are very secured. We have a dedicated fraud and risk team that keeps track of our payments, and our fraud and dispute rate are both less than 0.1%. We also have a user-friendly dashboard that updates in real time. So every time a payment is made on your Shopify dashboard, all you have to do is refresh the payments page to see the successful transactions. So it's all just here on your dashboard, no? Walang kahirap-hirap, even for reconciliation and refunds. Last but definitely not the least, we have very hands-on customer support with a very high satisfaction rating and a very low average response rate. And we also have a help center for your frequently asked questions. So you can reach out to us anytime and we'll be right there. So lastly, no, of course, if you want to start with Paymongo, well, what are the fees? So with Paymongo, actually, there are no setup fees and no monthly fees. No quota as well. So you only have to pay for your successful transactions. So here are fees, but you could head on over to paymongo.com/pricing if you'd like to learn more. So now, of course, your last question would be, I'm very convinced right now. I want a Shopify page and I want it integrated with Paymongo. So how do I start? So all you have to do is head on over to paymongo.com, submit your business documents, which are again not a lot because you don't even need to have a business registration to be with Paymongo. And then you will get activated in 1 to 7 working days. So again, super quick. And then after that, you could start accepting payments. So imagine if you're able to activate your account or sign up with Paymongo right now, you could get started in as early as next week or even this week. So yeah, that's it for me. Again, we just like to emphasize now, if you would like to make a better customer experience for your customers, then Shopify, Paymongo, and Borzo would be the way to go. So that's it for me, and we'll be accepting questions at the end of the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Leah. Very, very informative. And actually, we receive a lot of comments in the chat box right now, thanking you for a very informative discussion. We receive here messages thanking you. So yeah, I agree. Thank you so much for the very informative discussion, Miss Leah. Um, Moving forward to our third, last but not the least, speaker for today. We are down to our very last speaker for this webinar, and it is my honor to introduce to you Miss Beatrice N. Puyot, the country head of marketing and communications of Borzo Philippines, or formerly Mr. Speedy. So Miss Bats Puyot hails from the College of Fine Arts at the University of the Philippines. She started as the graphic designer and social media manager for startups like Omnibus Tech and Strategia. She began her career in Mr. Speedy Philippines as a graphic designer 2 years in, and she has now grown to be Borzo Philippines' first country head of marketing and communications. So to tell us about the third and last step of setting up your online business, may I call on Miss Beatrice and Puyat. Hi, Miss Pat.
Hi, good morning, guys. I'll just share my screen. So I hope you could already see it. Once again, I'm Bats and I'm from Borzo, Philippines, and I'm here to discuss how to deliver success for your business via Borzo. So I'll just be doing a quick run through of our services and be focusing more on how to set up your Shopify and how it works, integrating Borzo to your business in Shopify. So, you've all heard about Mr. Speedy Philippines. We're quite young in the in the transportation industry, and we've been here for about 3 years. And recently we have decided to rebrand to Borzo to unify our existence as a global company. So actually, Borzo, or the mother company of Mr. Speedy, is actually available in 10 countries, and we want to share our global expertise across these countries and show people that we could do more and do better in terms of providing quality service and delivery. So we offer international services that enable intercity delivery for businesses, and we are offering a wide range of on-demand and same-day delivery. So we deliver kahit anong route, whatever transport mode like motorcycle, sedan, L3, weight or sizes, and we operate in 10 countries as I mentioned. And to deep dive on that, we cover here in the Philippines. Our center of operations is in Metro Manila. So NCR and NCR Plus, we also recently started to expand to nearby provinces such as Bulacan, Rizal, Cavite, Laguna. But also we are also available in Cebu, such as Cebu City, Lapu-Lapu, Mandaue, and other locations, as well as Davao. So if ever you guys have any businesses there, we can cater to you. So, in terms of accessibility, aside from the geographical availability of our services, we you can access our service uh, two ways. So we have our mobile app, which you can download from the App Store or the Google Play Store or Huawei App Gallery. Just search for Borzo Delivery, and then we could also do. You could also place your orders through our website, which you could access on your desktop or on your mobile browser. That's borzodelivery.com/ph. So here, you could already access a lot of our many features. You could already track your shipping. You could already optimize your routes if you have multiple drop-offs or deliveries. You could see proof of deliveries via your client cabinet when you open it via our website. You can do cashless payments by topping up our Borzo wallet. You can see live status updates and notifications for the status of your deliveries. If you're a business, you could also do bulk upload. So you could do mass order loads via Excel. So we could also organize the routes, as we mentioned, and we could provide you the most optimal and cheap and economical route in order to maximize the value for your money for paying for delivery. So next, the main point is how does Borzo make it easier to deliver success to your customers using Shopify? So I'll just breeze through how easy it is to set up our integration using Shopify. So there are only actually two steps. The first step is for you to create a Borzo business account. So this one is very easy and it's actually free. You just need to go to borzodelivery.com/ph/business. We have the landing page there. You just need to sign up the form. Or you could actually reach out to any of our BD associates, which I will share their email addresses later on at the end of my presentation. Just ask to open a business account. Once again, this is all free. With business account, you don't experience surge pricing. You have accounts management. You get customer service. So all of this for free. Once you receive confirmation that you have opened your business account, you will be receiving login credentials to our system. So that is the first step. The second step is actually integrating the Borzo app via Shopify. So if you guys don't have Shopify yet, I think Mr. Felix has already discussed earlier the importance on what Shopify brings to your business. But I'll be explaining quickly what you could do with Borzo if you integrate it with Shopify. So if you have Shopify, you just have to go to the Shopify App Store and search for Borzo. So we have a couple here. Just select Borzo Delivery Philippines. And then you just have to add the app to your Shopify account. Next is you should log in or authorize your Shopify store. So just give your URL or your login details. And then once you've logged in, you'll be receiving this confirmation that you're about to install the Borzo app to your Shopify store. So you just click install app, and then you will be asked to log in using your Borzo business account. So that is the importance of what I mentioned earlier. Again, it's free. So once you have these login credentials, you can easily log in to your Borzo account and then you can continue. So here is the important part in setting up this Borzo plugin to Shopify. Here you could customize your pickup points since you have your business, right? You have your main pickup point where the riders will pick up your products that you will send out to your customers. You could already set what schedules your shop is open for pickup and what days you're available for delivery and how long does it take to process your order. You could also insert some notes that you will automatically give to our riders and instructions for the pickups. And here, you could already pick default payment time. So meaning you could already do it postpaid or you could ask your clients to pay for the delivery fee. Here also you could do markup, meaning on top of our basic delivery courier fee, you could also add additional payments for like handling fee and some markup for you if you want to earn from our delivery services. So here, it's very easy after filling those up. You just continue and finish the application. And with our delivery, we offer our standard prices. Currently, we are at 50 pesos base fare and 6 pesos per kilometer. But depending on your Shopify plan, you can avail of our different pricing or add markups depending on which one you have. So I think for this one, you could refer to our integration documents. You could actually visit our website and just look for the integration for Shopify. So everything there is very detailed, aside from what I've discussed. But basically, this is how easy it is to set it up. And then for more inquiries on how to open a business account, just contact this email. So it's jadonis@borzodelivery.com. And also, we're offering free marketing partnerships to any Shopify partners that create business accounts with us. So that includes promotions, social media, and creation of videos, and so on. Just send us an email at mkt.ph@borzodelivery.com. You can also check out our social media accounts here on the side. So we have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and of course our website. So if you have any questions, I leave that to the Q&A portion, but also I could answer through the Q&A function here on Zoom. So thank you guys and have a good day.
Thank you, Miss Bats, for that. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us. And thank you to our speakers for sharing their knowledge and setting up an online business. So after hearing their presentation, I might start my own later. Anyway, thank you, Sir Felix, for sharing that with Shopify. We can sell anywhere, and there are already third-party apps available that can complete our store processes. I learned also that if you have your own online store, you have total control of our store discounts and vouchers and promotional packages. Miss Leah, it's great to know that Paymongo make things easier when accepting payments. In less than 5 minutes, we can integrate Paymongo in our Shopify account, or we can have our own Paymongo page if our website is still on the way. Plus, we can be assured all payment transactions are secured, and the best, it's zero setup fees and zero monthly fees. So thank you for that, Miss Leah. And last, it's wonderful to learn that Borzo can deliver to key business areas and nearby provinces. With the market expanding, it's great to know that customers outside Metro Manila can be serviced as well, Ms. Bats. The delivery setup is very easy also, so anyone can do it. So thank you so much. I for Asia as partner can help you connect these tools and jumpstart your online business. Thank you so much to our speakers. So now that our speakers are done sharing the 3 easy steps of setting up your online business, we are now opening the floor for the Q&A session. So if you have any questions, you may key them in at the Q&A panel found at the bottom or top of your screen. But right now, throughout the discussion, we already received tons of questions. So let's start. This one is for Sir Felix. First question, is there a review portion in Shopify wherein customers post their comments and review on the product? Thanks.
Yeah, great question. Basically, especially like Philippines, these kind of market that we have a really strong dominance of marketplaces, people tend to try to build a website more looking like a marketplace. So we do have apps that could actually set up a section which looks like a product review. So when buyers that bought that product, they're able to leave a review about like 5-star reviews or their feedbacks about how they feel about that purchase. So that's totally doable. It's been done by an app. So that's the thing that you're okay. You're going to be able to perform that on your websites. And I also see the second question coming in to Shopify as well. This says that they're a bag brand and exports to different countries, but we like to have our local pricing different from other countries and also not visible to other countries. So this is also a really great question. I can tell you like a lot of our like PNGs or even like Nikes, those brands, they use Shopify as well. So it's totally okay for you to set up a different pricing scheme in different markets. But this goes back to your business model. Like, do you want to use one website to perform that, or you actually have a marketing team to set up different sites, because there's actually different marketing strategies and different ways of running your business in different markets. So I think this is a really, really great question, but we need to go deeper in terms of what you're doing, what you're thinking right now. So I would suggest you reach out to i4Asia, reach out to Bond, Christian Bond, and talk about your business right now. We could try to understand more, and it ranges from $29 a month into Shopify Plus, right? So it depends on what kind of business you want to run, and we'll be able to provide you with the best solution. And I think the next one is for Leah, right?
Yes, the next one is for Miss Leah. Question goes, hi, how can you register for Paymongo if you're not registered as a business?
Okay, so thanks for this question. As I've said, yeah, you don't need a business registration to be with Paymongo. So both registered and unregistered business are actually eligible to use it. So in case you're just selling on Instagram or Facebook and you don't have a registration yet, you could go through our normal sign up process. So just head on over to paymongo.com, sign up, and then once you're asked to activate your account, you could register to Paymongo as an individual. So you don't need to submit your registration documents. And then I saw another question about this. So how long will Paymongo transfer the payment to the seller's bank account? And is this net of the charges already? So first, our payouts process, if you'd like to know more about it, you can head on over to our help center or email support@paymongo.com. But long story short, no, generally all payments paid from Monday to Thursday the previous week will be scheduled for payout for Tuesday cutoff. And yes, this is also net of charges, and our team does this automatically weekly. So there's no need to request. So I hope I was able to answer your question.
Thank you, Miss Leah. The next question goes for Borzo. So, hi, Miss Bats.
Yes.
Question is, does Borzo have API integrations with Shopify? TechTrans receives a lot of direct Lalamove and Grab same-day delivery requests. However, those two do not seem to have Shopify API integration.
Yes, I think I answered this already in my presentation. So I actually discussed how to integrate the API integration. So aside from Shopify, if you have your own website, we also do modules. So definitely we do have API integrations using Shopify.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Bats. Next question is for Sir Felix. Is our store automatically get software update when Shopify makes an update? And what will happen to our stores?
Okay, great question. Basically, the short answer is yes, but it depends on what kind of update it is. If you chose a theme that the theme is updated, then yes, of course it's going to be updated, or anything in the backend system is updated. You'll automatically see that. But if it's something that you haven't used, or it's something that you're not using yet, and they've upgraded, for example, like the hydrogen, the new kind of themes that we announced this year. If you're not on that, then you probably wouldn't see any difference, but you'll be able to migrate that via the help of i4Asia. So yes and no, but I think you understand what I mean.
Okay, thanks, Sir Felix. Next is for Miss Bats. How can we set the fee for outside Metro Manila?
Okay, so for this question, we actually have fixed rates already, no, for the per distance kilometer pricing. So our Metro Manila and our outside Metro Manila fee is actually the same. So by outside Metro Manila, we mean the nearby provinces within Luzon. So for our base fare is 50 pesos and our per kilometer fee is 6. If you do Shopify integration, it's automatically computed with our distance calculator. So 50 pesos plus per kilometer. So it's the same. I think there was another question also, same for provincial. But we have different rates for Davao and Cebu. But I think it's changed now, so we could just check our website to see our tariff depending on the location.
Okay. Thanks, Miss Bats. We have another question for you actually. Could we have different pricing due to corporate customers and individual customers? Retail customers, could we have different logins, meaning prices are hidden and as it is client specific depending on login credentials? Um,
Mm,
Pricing,
this
Sir
is
Felix?
for, I'm assuming this is for Shopify. If you want to put like, kunwari, our pricing is from point A to point, kunwari, warehouse nyo to delivery point, right? So our price on the app would be, let's say 80 pesos. But you want to have like a markup for corporate pricing, like you'd ask them for 100 pesos. Is that a question? Or do
Yeah,
you want to?
I think I can hop in on this one, Bots.
Yeah.
I'll be able to help on this one. So we do have a feature called B2B feature, and it's something in Shopify Plus. So this is something more advanced. You will be able to grant access for specific buyers. When they use a specific login credential, they'll be able to see a tiered pricing with which is in B2B price. So this is something that's doable according to what Shopify has set up originally. But I would say if you're not at a great sales, doesn't which means it's not gonna make sense for you to use Shopify Plus. If that's the case, then what normally people do is they will set up two websites. One is for to see websites. It just sells like small packages to sales, and Borzo are definitely okay to help on that, easily like distributing all those things, right? On other cases, they might have a B2B website specifically. So for example, if bots come to my website and she wants to buy like 2,000 of cookies, so that's probably like a B2B order. And Borzo could also do that, but in the system of Shopify, you probably want to have a different pricing scheme. So you'll be able to cut them, divide them into two groups, and then by doing this, you'll be able to categorize them into different parts, and you'll have two different target audiences and different marketing strategies. So this depends on what you like. You could totally adopt a feature and use one website to achieve that. But if you do have another understanding about running two websites, that's also doable.
Yeah, I think to add to that, I think I mentioned also earlier that Shopify has variations of plans. So our pricing also differs depending on what type of Shopify plan you have. So you could also do markups. You could actually customize it so that, for example, it's a B2B, right? You're ordering a lot of like items or like, let's say, cookies. And let's say with minimum spend of 2,000, we could offer free delivery. So you could customize it that way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And sorry, Shay, I see another question raised up from Angela earlier. She was asking, can we associate the collaborative ads on Facebook for e-commerce like Lazada and Shopee on Shopify? So this is something that we're not 100% established for Southeast Asia yet. I know a lot of things are happening in Lazada and Shopee, especially in the Philippines, right? And but the collaborative ads, what Shopify does great right now is if you have an ad that you want to show on Facebook or Google, it's totally okay for you to drag all these information back into Shopify. Whereas if there's anything that you need to integrate with Shopify, with Shopee or Lazada, it's probably done by a third-party app, like or even like say for Asia, if they have a great relationship with Shopee or Lazada, they can even come up with an app to try to tackle this kind of solution. So this is something that we also need in the market, and the reason that we hold these kind of webinars is also that we want to hear the voice. We want to understand the needs. What are you guys think? What are the things that you feel like it's a need right now? So just raise out these questions and we'll listen and we'll see what we can do. As for now, it's more like you see it from from Facebook and Google, whereas Lazada and Shopee, you could totally sell through that on Shopify as well, but it depends on the strategy and what kind of pricing strategy you hold.
Thank you for that, Sir Felix. We are down to our last question. A lot of questions are actually coming in, but we cannot answer all of them given the time. But this one last question is for Borzo. What are the rates? This has been answered already. How long will it take Borzo to deliver within Metro Manila and provincial areas?
Okay, so as I mentioned, Borzo is an intra-city delivery. So within Metro Manila and nearby provinces. So for example, from QC to Rizal or QC to Cavite, actually at the rate of the traffic that we're going in now, our standard service level agreement for delivery is between 1 hour to 1.5 hours. But depending from the pickup location to the provinces, it might take around 2 hours to three, as long as it's same day. That is considering all the traffic and the pickup time and the peak hours on wherein you'll deliver and when it will be delivered. So we all have to take those into consideration. But it all usually takes around 2 hours for within Metro Manila to provincial. Although we do not do Metro Manila to Cebu or Metro Manila to Davao or Cebu to Davao, it's all intracity.
Okay, I think that's it for our Q&A session. Thank you very much to our dear speakers for gracefully answering the questions thrown by our participants. And of course, for giving us your precious time of the day to share with us your knowledge on your expertise. So thank you, Sir Felix, Miss Leah, and Miss Bats. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Salamat po.
Thank you also.
You guys.
Thank you po. And to all our participants, thank you for all your questions. And for those who have questions after the event, I'd like to call on Christian, our Shopify expert and channel partner officer. He can assist you and provide free consultation on your questions and queries regarding Shopify, Paymongo, and Borzo. Christian?
Hello, Michelle. Thank you so much for the introduction. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much again for joining us here today. Um, I'm Christian, and I'm the Shopify expert partner. I'm helping lots of merchants growing their deploying and starting their own online businesses. So from the planning and choosing the right integrations hanggang sa ma-launch yung store, I've been helping them, assisting them into their success. So for further information, I can offer a free expert consultation. So flashing the screen is my email address and cell phone numbers. So feel free to reach me out anytime. I will be sending an email as well after this webinar. Thank you so much once again. Back to you, Shet.
Thank you, Christian. And thank you everyone for coming. I hope you enjoyed today's webinar and we really appreciate each and everyone's presence. So for further questions after the event, you may reach out to Christian through his email address and contact number flash on the screen. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you everyone. Bye-bye.